Hi there, we're living the dream with the shopping annuity this morning. Remember the story of the man who found the butterfly cocoon where he watched it daily to see it metamorphosize into a butterfly? That was on the last session. He tried to help it and it was about to emerge from the cocoon and it seemed stuck. So he took scissors and he clipped the opening to make it easier for it to get out. And it resulted in the butterfly being handicapped and it could never fly because it needed the struggle for its wings to enlarge and expand. Well, another application of the Cocoon Story of metamorphosis is with the discovery of new technologies or tools that increase the value of time that one puts into the business. Sometimes it's a bit of a struggle, but it's necessary. You see, the business is based on this dynamic or process that can be expressed in a formula. Time to the Q exponent equals growth to the D exponent equals volume equals money, which translates into your dream. So the point is, you have to put time into the business. We don't invest money, and investing money isn't necessarily going to help the business. You invest time. And that is what produces growth. And when you have growth, if it duplicates, it turns into volume, which determines your income. But anybody can put time in, but not everybody do as well. You see, time is a limiting factor. Everyone has the same amount of time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, or 365 days a year. We all have the same amount. It's how you use the time. And it's the quality of that time, which is a Q exponent. The key is the quality of the time. And that means only using your time for result-producing activities that duplicate growth. There's a lot of wisdom in that statement. And the people that reach director and field vice president, they are creating quality time that turns into growth that duplicates, that produces ongoing volume, which results in a residual income. So how much growth does the time that one put in producing growth, and how much does that growth duplicate? That's the question. You see, the challenge is as one grows, their time gets consumed. And there never seems to be enough time to do everything that you want to do when you are dedicated to the business and you have goals and you're passionate. You just run out of time. Isn't that the truth? So you can't be everywhere at once, and you cannot work with everyone on your team every day in different locations. That's the challenge. Anyone who is on track to grow to hit UFO levels and with larger residual incomes has experienced this, right? Isn't that true? So it brings up an interesting question. The best person in the business or your team is you, right? I hope it is. You're never going to find someone as good as you, is the way you should think. But, if you could clone yourself twice, one of you on the left and one of you on the right, would that be a good thing or a bad thing? Well, see, if it's a bad thing because you wouldn't want to depend on yourself to succeed, maybe you need to work on yourself first. However, it would be miraculous and a tremendous good thing if you could be in 3 places at once and your clones would work it as hard as you do to help your team succeed. Just imagine that. You had 3 of you, one on the left, one on the right, and yourself working together to accomplish your goals. There actually is a way to help do it virtually. So let's talk about that. So the challenge that any rising UFO star on the way to director has, and everybody experiences, it's really twofold. They run out of time. They just simply run out of time. And secondly, they get spread too thin, and they cannot be in multiple locations all at once. But what if you could be with all of your groups at once, each night for whoever needed it, and they could experience and use what you're doing wherever you are? Well, but you see, this doesn't happen automatically. You need a tool to do it with. For instance, if you're doing a UBP in York, PA, and your team's in other areas like Baltimore, Maryland, or Voorhees, New Jersey, Los Angeles, California, or even London, UK, if they could all plug in and tune in online and even invite people to be with them wherever they are, each leader can even have their own local team join them in their house or location to watch it together. So there you are doing a coring or meeting, and everybody on your team around the world are plugged in seeing it. I would call that miraculous. And this can result in an exponential increase in the value of your time and the potential growth and duplication. It's almost magic. Needless to say, this is a very slippery slope economically, using MeetOn.com. You know, other than a small fee to cover streaming costs or to compensate the trainer or speaker with a small stipend for their time, and really for sharing their secrets and information, it costs less than a seminar ticket to cover the meeting costs and travel, and it saves the time that you have to take to travel or to go to a meeting or to travel at a distance. So what would cost hundreds of dollars costs less than a meal, than a lunch, and saves time, which is huge, the saving of time. So, of course, a senior partner can do these trainings or broadcasts at no charge to their team. It certainly costs less for a leader going there in person. Instead, you beam into everyone's living room. And if you are doing a meeting, you can beam into everybody else's living room. So there's many new concepts and powerful leveraging tools of duplication that could result in you hitting new UFO levels if everyone on your team understood them and used them. The problem is you don't have time to get it to everyone. So this technology allows you to get to everyone in every location and bring them up to speed and educate them. But you cannot be with everyone at once to show them, educate them, and implement them so that they also duplicate. So it goes back to that formula. Time equals growth equals volume equals money. If there's a way that you can reach everyone, then you can increase the value of your time and increase the exponential duplication of growth. You know, think of some of the things that are really important, and if they would duplicate how your income would rise, things like the shopping annuity and assessment, the virtual sponsor, new products or trainings. They can all be introduced, taught, and trained, like you doing the training or a trainer were there in person, just like you were there in person. It's like you're able to be in many places at once. What a great way to educate your team all around the country and the world at once. It's pretty amazing. I like to call MeetOn.com the digital GMTSS. And there's really three aspects to it. First, training your own group and bringing them into your meetings, corings, and trainings digitally all at once. Simply learn how to use MeetOn.com tool and schedule it with your team. It is now so easy to use. So you're having a meeting, you're having a coring, you can do it with everybody around the country, around the world at one time. Use other top leaders and trainers. This is the second aspect. Use other top leaders and trainers and their scheduled broadcasts to train your team anywhere they're located. So if you're having trouble, say, with the shopping annuity, with new people or old timers, you could bring them into a training by Carl Eklund or the Stacks or Lenny Allen and get the most powerful presentation and persuasion and education that they could ever get. And then three is you can attend and watch live GMTSS meetings or trainings or locals, districts, regionals, and national conventions. Now, it doesn't replace going to the GMTSS meeting in your area that you would normally attend because you are part of the live show. You are the show. So the local or regional area is blacked out. However, people in all the other regions or countries can participate at a distance online and watch what's going on. So all of these sessions are also provided as content on demand with MeetOn.com archive and library or the digital GMTSS. So everything is there and you can access whatever you want, whether you missed it or not. But in order for you to learn how to broadcast and to schedule MeetOn.com live sessions for your team, simply go to MeetOn.com/tutorial. So write that down and access it. If you are a recognized leader, trainer, or success story, you can have a regularly scheduled show or broadcast to be promoted worldwide and actually make money from it. We provide you with a professional producer and technical expert to set this up and assist you in doing it. So our MeetOn.com broadcaster, developer, and director is Christian Vasquez, and his number and his email are up on the screen. I hope that you'll make the move and you'll be amazed at how helpful he is. He makes it so easy and so simple, and he holds your hand through the whole process. So the platform seems to really be picking up, and we have personally walked every one of these broadcasters through hands-on tutorials on the tools and benefits on MeetOn.com, and they got it. So people are becoming more and more comfortable with the platform, and our leaders are really starting to engage with the field and their teams using MeetOn. And some of these leaders in the last 60 days have made close to $20,000 from broadcast. So it pays to make teamwork make the dream work. And teamwork does make the dream work, and it's all about the digital GMTSS. So it's exciting to see this catching on with top leaders and spreading their message, secrets, and success for other UFOs around the world to benefit from. Christian Vasquez provided me a quick update yesterday on the upcoming broadcast that we have scheduled on MeetOn.com. Currently, we have broadcasts scheduled from none other than Carl Ekman, Mr. Shopping Annuity, Pauline Chang, Ryan Stack, Lynn Allen, Brandy Holden, Lisa Costa, and there's one for Market Espana. So, of course, the trending started in the beginning with Motives Mavens, having shows and broadcasting, and they developed followings of thousands of people and fans. This not only branded them and produced MeetOn.com income, but it also sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of products and led to prospects. The proof is in the pudding. Of course, we have the Andrew Weissman show, and that has become a hit around the world, and it's better than watching TV. So I just got a message this morning from Christian Vasquez, and he tells me that Pauline Chang had her first broadcast last night, which was amazing. And she also loved the experience, and we're talking about a plan today to do more broadcasts. He also says that he spoke to Big Al and Tom Holden earlier, and they're going to do a 3-part series together. Also, Jim Winkler scheduled a 4-hour recording for next Monday with Shane Krinkle and Kay Zhu and Joe Gerard and Chelly Bow. I hope I'm pronouncing those names right, but excuse me if I'm not. So this has reached momentum and a tipping point, and he who hesitates is lost. Catch the wave and lead the parade. Be the pioneer. The time is now. All you have to do is just do it.